I'm trying to put together, like, if I were to teach you one AI tool that's super affordable, what would that tool be? And I mean affordable. This is your tool? Nope, definitely not mine. I am not sponsored by any of these tools. Unlimited, Jesus, 25 bucks a month or 300 a year, 16 to 20, 1200 basic credits, 200 advanced. YouTube, so you get basically everything. But it's like, if there's another AI tool that I would teach you, is like, it would definitely actually be Cider. Get faster, smarter, and more done. Man, I like that hook. Yeah, I feel it like you're over. Well, that's why shameless plug, but that's why I started the community so that we just eliminate the noise and show you exactly like the top. Like, there's only like 17 tools you may or may not need to be aware of. That's all. Like, that's one of the biggest things because a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed with tools." We should actually start that. That is actually a great point. Are you overwhelmed with tools? What other frustrations with AI do you have other than overwhelmed with tools? Because I'll even give you the top five. How much is Cider monthly? Cider is only $10 a month. Like Cider, like if I had to teach you guys one tool and it's affordable, it's $10. Um, Cider would probably be it. There's other tools. I'd also rather teach you a GenSpark, but GenSpark's pretty advanced. So like if you can't afford subscription plan for the unlimited plan, no, it's like the basic. So like you'll do fine on the basic plan is like plenty. If you need to jump up to a $20 plan, you might as well just get GenSpark at that point. But Cider is really cool because Cider just pops out. That's Cider on any website. That's my favorite feature about Cider, is I could be on any website and this little tool thing pops out, and I get to see all of the models. I get access to all of them. That's why Cider is awesome, because I think that with AI, because let's be honest, everyone is on the web typing, and wouldn't you like to just lean over an inch and use all the features of AI and then go back to what you're doing? I think you'll get a lot of quick wins that way. So Cider can't do tasks. Now you're getting into like GenSpark. So GenSpark is like you need a good set of tools of like this is like your dailies. Actually give you the top seven AI tools you need. Is Cider free? Nah, it's $10 a month. Um, so I really want to teach you guys Cider. I was not impressed with Abacus. It looks amazing, like it could do a lot of things, but I feel like I'd rather that money just go towards a GenSpark, honestly. It has a bunch of cool features, a lot of interesting stuff to check out. Is it going to generate the image? So what I'm showing now is this is another tool, Abacus. I don't know. I'm still on the fence of it. I don't know if you had a chance, but the Perplexity browser is absolutely insane. It's amazing. Ooh, nice. Perplexity browser is really good. So, wait a minute. Did you just? Oh, I did it with seed. Seed. Whoa. Okay, so it could create images, and they're not that bad. Pretty easy to fix. Perplexity. browser. Comet. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Comet. Thank you, Ryan. The new Perplexity browser. I mean, it's interesting because GenSpark's coming out with the browser. Also, ChatGPT is also coming out with the browser. So let's see, like it's right now putting together, trying to figure out what's. It's unfortunately invite only now. Oh, how sad. I'm not cool enough to be on the invite. And do more than ever. Interesting. Summarize YouTube videos. It'd be interesting to just make an account and then you could join the invite. Oh. Everyone's going to be talking about it. I gotta remember to, let's say, get comment. And then I gotta sign in. Let's see, while you guys are doing that, let me sign in right now. Bear with me. I am just signing into. Oh, there we go. Join the waitlist. Okay. So once you sign in, add to waitlist. Do you want to skip to max? No, I don't want to skip to max. So I am now on the waitlist. To see if, oh, it actually sends some stuff. Hey, congratulations. You are on the comment. That was probably made in Midjourney. Browse at the speed of thought. Oh, how I wish. You're on the waitlist. Get access soon. So the problem with it though is like there's a lot of plugins there's a lot of extensions that are built natively for Chrome. So it's going to be interesting to see like what happens when you don't have access to your Chrome extensions. Something interesting. Cider is actually something I would give to beginners to start off, just because they have a ton of really great stuff all inside of it. Like it has a ton of tools. All Chrome extensions go over to it automatically. Ooh, nice. They all work too. It's wild. Oh, Perplexity wants some of that sweet, sweet browser data. That's going to be very interesting. Game on. Challenge on. A lot of people love Perplexity. It's actually very interesting to see. It's like, what are people's daily driver? I'm kind of curious. Put in the chat, what is your number one AI tool that you use every single day? Like, what's your go-to? The number one AI tool. Put in the chat. I'm kind of curious. Like, what in the chat is your number one AI tool? Is it ChatGPT? Is it Gemini? Is it Perplexity? Sorry to interrupt. Just something to look up to into the future. Nice. Dang. Get faster, smarter, and more work done with AI. I really like the sales page. Oh, ChatGPT, nice. If you haven't, you should definitely check out ChatGPT all the way. Macros app is too good. Nice. Yeah, it seems like everyone's starting off is like with ChatGPT. I'll give you guys a little special gift right now. Since you're here. ChatGPT superpowers. Give ChatGPT superpowers. Literally. This is a custom GPT, or it's a Chrome extension for ChatGPT, but you could do some really nifty things inside of your ChatGPT account.
Hi. So a few days ago, I was on Twitter and I saw
Check it
someone
out.
asking for a feature on ChatGPT. They were with their comment. first thing first, use Superpower ChatGPT. You need to go to Google, search for Superpower ChatGPT, click on the first link, and it will send you to this page. At first, it's going to sync some of your conversation, but after that, all the features will start to show up. As you can see, I already have like folders here, prompt history, community prompt. I have the top nav bar here, changing language, the model switcher, all the extra features here, which I'm talking about all these features in other videos. Check out our YouTube channel. I have a bunch of other videos about other features.
Great to meet you.
But in this video, we're going to focus on the gallery. So let's say you have created a few for that image here, so and it will show you all.
Oh my god, he talks too much. Let me actually just show you much better what it does. Dude talks a little too long. Okay, so I have the ChatGPT extension, which actually I should. Hold on. Just Superpower Chrome extension. There we go. Okay. Oh, I don't have it. There we go. So step 1, add it to your extensions. Because it always trips people out when people look at my ChatGPT account and they're like, why does your ChatGPT account look different? It's like, oh, because I have superpowers. Wouldn't you want superpowers for your ChatGPT? Okay, cool. So now, let's close some tabs. There's a lot of stuff in there that will show, but okay, cool. So now if I refresh, oh, that looks different. That looks different. Ooh, what are these things? These are superpowers in ChatGPT. So here, it's actually pretty dope. You can actually create custom folders, or actually no, these are custom prompts. So I'll show you prompts in a second, but these are pre-made prompts that you can save inside of ChatGPT, which is actually wild. You can go up to, let's see, notes if you want to store any information. This is your library. Wait, what was that? YouTube? Which YouTube one? Let me know which YouTube, Exodus. So this is your GPT store. So these are actually all your custom GPTs. This is way nicer to look at than the other ChatGPT, like just regular ChatGPT to see all your custom GPTs. This one is just super nice. The page you're on right before this, the Superpower GPT. There you go. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Nice. So they're going through just all the tutorial videos of basically everything I'm showing. You could create notes about different topics and then recall those notes later on. No, happy to help. Welcome, Exodus. Pleasure to meet you. You have your image gallery. So if you've generated an image anywhere in the account, you can see it here. It will break it down by images. If you created any charts, if you did any uploads, if there's anything that you made public. Very interesting. Then you could custom make prompts. I'll show you this in a moment. And conversations. So this actually allows you to see all your conversations, but you can also create folders. And you can put conversations in those folders, which is like, this is all for free. Isn't that amazing? All for free. So all of you are going to download Superpower Custom GPT, right, today? Put a yes in the chat if you're going to download it. And then, so let me show you custom prompts right here. Right here, you could click on this. And actually, sorry, click here. And you can see a list of all your custom prompts. So if there's a prompt that you use over and over and over again, you can save them here. And this is really cool. If I press /, I can see all my prompts. So if I type test, I want that prompt. It just spits out hello world. That's all that prompt does. But now I can summon. And then here's the crazy thing. Some of the prompts will actually, let's see if I remember how to edit them. Some of the prompts will actually do double prompts. Like it will actually show you 2 prompts at the same time. Okay, cool. So this is wild. You can actually do 2 steps, meaning submit a request for one, AI does some work, and when it's done, automatically submit request 2. So say hello, part 1, add an extra step. Say goodbye, part 2. So I have 2 prompts. One is hello, part 1, and then ChatGPT is going to respond and do its answer right here. And then once ChatGPT is done, it's automatically going to write the next part. So you can do a series of multiple steps, and this could be automated so that it's now a template. So I'm just going to call it multi-step 2. I'm just going to call it multi-step. And delay between each step, I'm going to give it, about 2,000 seconds or 2 seconds. That looks good. Save it. Now, okay, ready for this? Oh, this is a Chrome extension from, it's a Chrome extension for superpowers for ChatGPT. What's the point of this? This gives you superpowers where if I press / now, I have custom made prompts, which you guys don't have. This is like superpower. And one of them, like this one does multi-step. So it submits part 1. I'm not going to touch anything. And it's automatically going to submit part 2. It just did it. I didn't type the second part. This is what, so it does it twice. So basically it does multi-step. So it'll do 2 prompts at the same time automatically. Once the first one is finished, then it will automatically send out the next one. So that is, put a number 1 in the chat if you're going to download Superpower GPT. And then you get all these superpowers where people will be like, wait a minute, why is your ChatGPT account look different than mine? Something looks different. And you're like, oh, I got superpowers. I have superpowers. Why? Because they're following this account. Nice. So that's one of the biggest ones. And this is all from one Chrome extension. Superpower GPT. Just one extension. There's a lot. There's so many layers to the AI game. So everyone's going to download that today, right? Devin's going to download it. D's going to download it. What do you suggest from use for more accurate data? If you want more accuracy at all for anything, like GenSpark. Let's actually do this. We'll go over now the number 1 AI tool I feel beats ChatGPT on every level, and it's called GenSpark. Surprisingly, there's no way to, we just have to go to GenSpark to the website. So GenSpark is a completely different AI tool. Yep, that's it, OW Farm. GenSpark is a completely different tool. ChatGPT is just a one-time tool. So ChatGPT is a one model. You ask it a question, it generates some text. GenSpark has 9 different brains or large language models. Think of it like 9 different ChatGPT's account. Plus it has access to tools, and it could do things that ChatGPT can't. It could create images with all of the best image generation models. It could create video. It could create power presentation slides. It can create sheets. It can do deep research. It could even call restaurants and make reservations on your behalf. So all of this is in GenSpark, and let's go through. I'll show you some demos on it. It does have a token usage limit, or like a credit usage limit of like, I think it's 10,000 credits every month. But ideally, you're gonna have to work really hard to try and burn those tokens. So that's one thing. It's not gonna be like a Madness where halfway through it's gonna be like, hey, give me some more credits. Come on, refill me. So these are, let's go through some of the cool things that you could do with GenSpark. So Olama is free. Olama's free, but these are way far. So Olamas are just models. This is where GenSpark is actually having AI agents do your work. Who wants to have little AI agents do your work? Wouldn't that be nice? If you had one that's a manager AI agent, and another one that like is the worker agent and they went off and did work. That would be like one token, one call. I don't really know how they do the token to credit conversion, but basically for your $25, it comes out to 10,000 credits, give or take. Yeah, 10,000 credits. Or no, 10,000 credits. And then based on what it does, it will burn through those credits. Some cool things that you could do with it, which is actually the one of the most fun, is you can actually build apps and tools inside of GenSpark. So this is a task and project management app. I did not write any single piece of code. This was the first time it did it in the first version. And all I did was ask it to say, hey, can you make me a project tracker that I could track my task and then my time and then also do invoicing and then also manage a directory of all my clients and then also have a place for me to file and store and save. So this app is not going to be like fully functional. This is just for like a mock-up to see it, so that you can see. If you want to build the full app, you're going to use like a bolt.new, a lovable, replit, bubble, any anyone, cursor, Claude code, any one of those. That's where you're going to get into like building. So this is like just for proof of concept. If you want to build a quick mock-up of a quick tool, for example, AI Studio. Why does that sound familiar? Lawn care nerd. AI Studio. That sounds awfully familiar. Anyways, so this was completely built using GenSpark. So GenSpark can basically build. Oh, Google AI Studio. So Google. Oh yeah, Google AI Studio just gives you access to like you have Gemini, you have VO3, you have Notebook LM, but Studio AI. It's basically because you're still in the Google ecosystem. That's the challenge. Because not everyone is in the Google ecosystem. It's not that it makes it any better per se, but GenSpark definitely trumps Google AI Studio. Now you're still going to use Google AI Studio, like you're going to still use Gemini for specific use cases. So it's not to say that one AI tool is better than the other. Every AI tool has its superpower, and you need to know that superpower so that you can go to that one specific tool for that task so that things could be much faster. For example, Google Studio has the ability to ingest 1 million tokens, which is pretty much 6 Harry Potter books in this little window right there. So if you want to put 6 Harry Potter books into an AI model and have it do some job for you, for example, you're going to give that to Google AI Studio. You're not going to give that to like GenSpark, for example. What free model do you think is better for thinking like a human? That it's more if you want like if you want free, Google AI Studio is free basically. That's the easiest. If you want like Gemini is free. Devin says, "See, that's the problem trying to keep it all straight. You think I have like my brain goes like, and then every week it's like, hey, there's a new model, there's a new feature. 2.5 went to 3.5. Hey, did you know that ChatGPT is coming out with 5? What's the difference between a 5 and a 4 and a 3.1? By the way, Claude, there's a 3.7 there. I think it's a sonnet. And then you got Google Gemini. Do you guys feel like you're going crazy like with all of these names of these tools? Like there's like 48 different tools and you're like, oh, which is the different version? Which one do I go to that does this, that I can do this? And which is the best one? Because Abacus just came out. Are you using Abacus? And you're like, what's an Abacus? I'm using ChatGPT. That sounds, and you're like, it's madness. Let alone, on top of that, let alone teach workshops in a community with other 100, I think we're at 145 entrepreneurs, and I have to know all the AI tools so that I can serve all of them, from building apps to end automation to basically Zapier automations, Airtable to any of the image generation models like Midjourney. Like Sunday, I think it was, I pumped out 3 courses in a day. I did Canva AI, We did Midjourney, and then I also did. There's another one, Canva, Midjourney, and Claude. So I pumped out 3 courses. They're like 20 minutes, 25 minutes each. They're like introductions basically. And so that's in the community. So we have over 100 hours of AI content in just like 6 months, plus 24 tools. And so look at it this way. Okay. I totally get it. Everyone is overwhelmed. Everyone's like, there's 58 different tools. I don't even know how to use just one of them, right? I know there's a lot of basically potential with AI. Like, I see people saving time and doing cool things with it. I want to do cool things with it, but I just want a clear direction of where should I start to where should I finish. And so, honestly, my brain is, as I know. So that is, if it's okay to also share too. I'm doing a 7-day AI challenge where I'm going to show you one tool in 7 days, amazing cool things that you could do with it every day. And the lessons are like no more than like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, basically. We're just going to go deep into one tool. I think they may be an hour. It depends. I got to look at it. But that way, because I'd rather you walk away knowing not just one tool, but also what we found in the community, the best AI tool. And it's not ChatGPT, it's GenSpark. But it is so good and so powerful. Like, everyone in the community has converted over to GenSpark as their daily driver. And then I want to teach you guys that one tool over the next 7 days, kind of thing. So it's like, that's the one tool I would teach. There's another caveat to that too. With AI, most people, they're missing a digital notebook. A digital notebook. So they don't have like a Notion, a Trello, an Obsidian, an Apple Notes, Google Docs, Microsoft Word, any of those. A lot of people either are using one of those tools or they just don't have one. They're still using pen and paper. I highly recommend, the number 1 course in our community is Notion. Notion is so good. It's basically your second brain. There's no way I could be able to remember all of these names of all of these tools and manage all the things I have to do by just my brain. No way. Nah, not happening. That's why Notion is literally your second brain. It's your knowledge hub of where you're going to store all your information, your notes, your files, your resources. All those mental notes all need to be stored in an app like Notion. Then you can start playing with all the cool AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, for example. I'm working on setting up my Notion and remembering to have it. If I highly recommend, it's not that I'm like promoting the course so much per se, because it's like there's a right way to set up Notion, and I'm just going to give you a TLDR. Do not build dashboards. Do not have multiple lists. Create one list, call it documents, and store everything in that one database list. Nothing else. If you just do that, and this is for Devin and for anyone else that wants to sign up for Notion, that will make your experience with Notion 1,000 times better. Where people make the mistake is they start making multiple lists, they start building dashboards, they start just going crazy on templates, they start, is it free? Unfortunately, is not. Notion is like $9 a month if you buy the annual plan, and it's literally your second brain. All your notes, your files, your research. And I'll show you an example. There's 17 AI tools that we teach in the community that are like the best ones. List of 17. I don't have that list in my brain. There's no way I would be able to remember off the top of my head what are those 17 tools. So, but I know they're in Notion. So watch this. So all I'm going to do to recall information, this is why Notion is your second brain. I'm going to go straight to my Notion database, and I'm going to search the word tools. And it says, hey, these are all the things that are listed as tools. By the way, you were playing with these because they're most recent. So I'm like, yep, top tools, there it is. So now I found that list in my brain, and I found it in about 15 seconds. And now I can recall and share with you guys, these are the top 21 AI tools that we also teach inside the community. We're going to simplify a lot of these and just make it really the top 7, really. They're not in any top list. This is just a out of order list, but know the best tools that whenever it comes to AI, and please take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Highly recommend. Please take a screenshot. If there's some AI tool or advantage or people using it, it's on this list fundamentally. This pretty much is like the best tool per category. So that way you're not like 14 different tools, 14 different categories and stuff like that. What's the best AI tool for fashion and models? There is actually so the interesting thing, go down. He's like, go down, show all the list. Don't hold out. If you guys are enjoying this, put a number 1 in the chat if you're enjoying this. Those are it. That's it. That's the top 21 tools. If I had to, let me just throw just a one more, because if you're going to get into there, you're going to get into that as well too. So might as well. So please, everyone, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, and just put a number 1 in the chat if you're enjoying this. Those are the top 22 best AI tools for every category, basically. So if you know majority, let's say if you know how to use like 80% of these tools, you're pretty dangerous. For everyone else, it's basically AI is like having it's a multi-tool. That's basic. Hold on. I'm gonna get for sure. I hope I don't get demonetized for this, but I probably am. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna hold up a Swiss Army KNIFE. Basically, oh, I got you. Don't worry, Ams. I got you. Don't worry. It's so this the way I want you to think about it is a Swiss. Is this each of those tools? Like each of those tools is something here. Like that's your ChatGPT, that's your GenSpark, that's your Google Gemini, that's your Notebook LM, that's your Runway, that's your Midjourney, that's your and on and on and on. That's what basically this list encompasses. If you had to build a Swiss Army knife and put in the top 22 tools, and then here we could take a screenshot there. There we go. Take a screenshot. Wait, hold on. Yeah, do that. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, number 1 through 9. It's not in any priority order. Just know that it's not in any priority order. I'll show you a priority order next, like which are the top 7. But that's basically imagine you're in the forest and all you have is just like scissors. And that's like, you're like, when people are like, do you know AI? And you're like, yeah. I could do anything. I just know ChatGPT. And you're like, oh, you just know ChatGPT, so you basically got scissors, and you're like, oh, that's cool. You can only do certain stuff. Someone that knows GenSpark, oh, they could do cooler stuff. Someone that knows like a Midjourney, someone that knows and it goes on and on. I love this. My brain is braining right now. I hear neurons connecting. That's the superpower. That's what being like an AI, not like, but having AI skills is picking up the right tool so that you know which tool for which job, like which tool you're going to use. Like if I'm going to create images, I'm going to go to Midjourney because Midjourney is the best. But no, like ChatGPT, yeah, ChatGPT can do images, but nothing compared to Midjourney. So that's where someone who's just using ChatGPT, they're going to get okay results. But the people that know how to use the other tools, they're the ones that are going to get farther and farther ahead. They're going to be working smarter, not harder, because not all tools are the same. And every tool changes every single week. So much so I want to throw my laptop out the window because, trust, I get it. It's overwhelming. And every time in the news, you're watching every time you open the app, I get the same thing. Every time you start swiping, you're like, Google Gemini just released a new update. ChatGPT just released the new update. GenSpark released the new update. And you're like, I don't even know what the last update was. Like, now you're telling me, like, there's a new one? Like, what did I miss? Like, how long ago was this update? Like, what does this do? I don't even use that tool, but should I know about it? Like, trust, I get it. Like, you're overwhelmed with all the different tools trying to figure out which is the best one to use, and you're like, oh my god. I was like, I hope I'm using. And then the worst thing that you could be in is using the wrong tool for the job. So for all the people out there that are like using Copilot and they're like, yeah, I've used AI, I have Microsoft Copilot, people are like, there's so much more. There's more depth to the tools. There's so much more than just a Copilot. Oh, that's like saying I have Dixie cups and I use those as I've experienced cell phone communication. It's like no, there's more. It's a horrible analogy, but there's more levels to the game. So that's where I just wanted to introduce you guys. So we did just a few tools right now. So I did a little introduction to Gen. So if you had to pick, let's put it this way. Okay. So if I had to pick one tool out of all of them, out of all of these 22 tools, which tool should you say, John, and it's probably not ChatGPT, is the number one AI tool I need to focus on? I don't want to hop around, John. I don't want multiple subscriptions, John. I need just the number one tool for business, for personal, that I could get ahead, basically. And that, for everyone, is going to be GenSpark. It's going to be, you need GenSpark, and GenSpark's like $25 a month. If you had to pick, if you can't afford GenSpark because it's $25, there are some people on this call and they're like, John, $25 a month, I can't do that. Don't worry, get Cider, Cider. Cider's $10 a month. If you can't afford GenSpark, if you could afford $25 a month and you're like, yo, I see ChatGPT, but I know there's more to this AI game, get GenSpark. GenSpark can do so much. I'm just going to do a rapid fire of like some cool things GenSpark could do real quick. Top 5 things GenSpark could do real quick, rapid fire. Number 1, create Wikipedia documents. So whenever you ask GenSpark to search the entire web and do research and give you an executive summary about a topic that you're trying to learn about, this is what's called a Spark page. And a Spark page has 3 components. 3 components. A table of contents so that you can see basically the trees in the forest, as they call it. You can see all the chapters. Then you can see a nice written Wikipedia article, basically. This could be the start of a book. This could be the start of a lead magnet, a book, a webinar, a masterclass. Basically, GenSpark searched the entire web, summarized all the website and information, and giving you this nice little summary. So basically, it's also to cut down from hallucination. Then you get a chatbot where you can just chat with GenSpark. Yes, you can just chat with your document and say like, what's our top 3 tools? And now you can chat with your new knowledge hub that it just searched the web and says, okay, based on that, if you don't want to read the whole thing, look, this is what you need. This is why I'm showing just one of the features. Oh, it's still going, basically. Just know, here's a downside with GenSpark, and you're not going to like this downside. GenSpark does not do anything easy or like simple. You know, ChatGPT will like respond with like a sentence or two. It'll give you like 3 sentences. GenSpark's like, no. I'm going to give you paragraphs of everything, so it's super thorough. By the way, I didn't hallucinate along the way because we all know ChatGPT hallucinates. And actually, GenSpark will disagree with you. ChatGPT would be like, you know what, John, that's a great idea. Let me show you how you can actually pull that off. And you're like, no, ChatGPT, stop agreeing with me. Good to see you, Hank. I know a little early. I'm just practicing. So this is basically, GenSpark will go basically is super thorough. That's where I'm showing GenSpark is like a beast. This is just one tool. That's just one of the things. Another thing that GenSpark can do that ChatGPT can't is build full apps. Just full interactive dashboard apps. This is a task and project management app built using GenSpark. I just asked it to build me a task and project management. I didn't write a single line of code. I didn't fix anything. This was the first thing that it popped out with as like a test. And you can like input information with like a form, for example. Jenna's like, ChatGPT doesn't agree with me always or mostly. Oh, you've got your ChatGPT tamed. My ChatGPT, no, there's no risk. Yours is like, I will cancel the subscription if you make up any information again, ChatGPT. Like, how many people in the room name their ChatGPTs? I'm curious, put a number one in the chat if you name and talk every day with your ChatGPT. By the way, you should technically. If you had to like get one subscription, um, it's that's why ChatGPT is so unique, is because you can actually just converse with it, and I highly recommend. Pro tip: Jenna's like, yeah, I do. Oh yeah, don't worry. The Let's go to GPTs. Here we go. One, I let my name is it's almost like Tamagotchis. You guys remember Tamagotchis? We went from Tamagotchis to basically ChatGPT, and it's picking its own name. The only difference is you don't have to feed it every day, although you do have to ask it a question every day. You have to obey the GPT or the AI, appease the AI gods, and ask thy questions and burn thy evaporate thy water. Anyways, so here you can create a life coach GPT. I'm just gonna start with that one because that one's like the easiest. Where is my? I guess he's in the store. Let me get him. He's actually one GPTs. They like to hide if you don't use them a lot. The life expert coach. Okay, so I highly recommend for everyone. Beginners use conversations with ChatGPT. Advanced users use custom GPTs. I want you to put a number one in the chat if you use custom GPTs, like you build your own custom GPTs. Put a number two if you don't use custom GPTs. Like you're like, John, I don't know. I've never used a custom GPT, and that's a two. A number one is like, yeah, I use custom GPTs and they're dope and they save. I have an army of AI agents. Oh, nice. We have it's L again. David's one. We got two. We've Andy's like two. Jenna's like, mine wanted to be a man if it could choose a gender, and it chose Alexander. You have the embodiment of Alexander the Great in your GPT. You're like, yo, Alexander. Nice. We got some new people to basically chat GPT. I love it. So let me introduce you guys. We're going to do a very quick 101 how to create a custom GPT. Would you guys like that? Put a yes in the chat if you're like, John, teach me. I want to learn how to actually make a custom GPT, because that would be amazing and I could use it today and get a quick win. Ace is like yes, Jenna's like yes, Paul's like yes. I love it. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I'm going to say, give me a set of, actually I'm going to kind of cheat and just give you guys the spill the beans on how to actually create this guy right here. I'm going to teach you guys how to create a simple version one. Hold on. Okay. Give me a set of questions. Actually, okay, we're going to do this. Okay. Okay, so everyone that's watching right now, we have a huge audience, 41 people. I appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome. My name is Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. I teach you AI. I go live every day. And right now, we're going to learn step by step how to create a custom GPT, because I feel, and we're even going to go a step farther. And what GPT are we going to create? We're going to create a life coach GPT. I think that is going to be super powerful, something you can use today with your ChatGPT account and have a lot of fun with. Okay, so let's get started. So for me, whenever I start a new custom GPT, no matter what, I start with a blank conversation. I know, fancy, wild. Just a blank conversation, doesn't matter what model you're on. I just choose four. I rarely honestly change the model, honestly. I more change tools than I change models. Like if it's a complex task, I'm going to go to GenSpark. Anything else, rewrite this, summarize this, create this, whatever, I'm going to give it to ChatGPT. So like PhD stuff, I give the GenSpark. High school level tasks, I give to ChatGPT. And that's how I kind of separate my tasks. You guys follow? That's the way to think of like better than like switching models between ChatGPT. Is like, yo, if it's a high school task job, like intern, I'm going to give it to ChatGPT. If it's a PhD, university level, college, like task challenge, I'm going to give it to GenSpark. Second thing, pro tip. Pro tip right here. Do not use the keyboard. I'm going to use the keyboard here and there, but the rule is do not use the keyboard. I know you're like, John, that's some Jedi stuff. What do you mean not use the keyboard? How do I get the keys if you're not using? If John, you broke my brain. What do you mean? This is for Mac. There also are other tools on for PC, but Mac built-in has the ability to do voice to text. So that's where we're going to use voice to text to say, I want you to give me the outline for a custom GPT that is a life coach. I want you to break it down into sections that are role, comma, knowledge files, comma, behavior, comma, and then the usage is I want people to first fill out a series of, let's say, 5 questions, or let's go 7 questions based on what's their 1-year goals, what's their 5-year goals, what's their 10-year goals, to reverse engineer to break that down so that they can break down and design the perfect day, essentially. And yeah, once the user first answers those questions, we'll put those in the custom GPT so that its sole role is to be prompted with the answers to these questions, and then to be a life coach to guide the user with critical feedback on with the balance of a parent, comma, business coach, comma, life coach, so that the user is guided to plan their week and also plan their day and also get feedback on their performance with kind of like an end of day performance review where they ask 3 questions, whereas question 1 is what went well today, keep doing that, comma, what didn't go well, stop doing that, comma, and what can I do better next week, as like a daily feedback journal as one of the components. So put those main features as conversation starters as well too. And I want you to respond and give me all of this in Markdown. All right, that was a long prompt, but you guys are going to copy that if you guys want. You technically don't need that, well, kinda, but that's going to get you. You could take a screenshot of that. That's going to get you the prompt. So basically, what I want to create, because I'm not going to write. Basically, I'm showing here. I'm not going to write the brain of the GPT from scratch. Like, that's not what we're doing. Also, if you mind, would you like to connect? If you have some expertise, I have a lot of. Nice, great to meet you, Ace. So whenever, now here's a key thing, very, very important. Pro tip. I asked ChatGPT to say, give me it in Markdown. This is not Markdown. This is regular markup. I don't know what that is, but basically, but it always does this. Just be aware, so don't freak out, kind of thing. Why audio? Why not type? Which audio or type? What do you mean? But know that I'm basically going to put a second prompt to say, now give me this in Markdown. Very important. And it has all the sections and everything. That's perfect. I just want it in now. See, notice how it went from nicely formatted. Ooh, look, bold, bullet points, nicely formatted. It went from that to, oh, wait, John, where's this? It's got hashtags, double hashtags. I got lines for bullet points. I got double hashtags. Oh, so this is Markdown. That's what you're telling me, John. Computers like Markdown format because they can't read this format. This is for humans to read aesthetically. Robots want to read Markdown, but it's basically Markdown. Fun. Anyways, so let's go over quickly what's in a brain of a custom GPT. All we're doing right now is building the brain. We're telling it what's its purpose, what's its job, what's it going to do. And custom GPTs only come in 2 flavors. 2 flavors. Put a number 2 in the chat because they only come in 2 flavors. Flavor number 1 is tools. like a meeting note summarizer, a script writing bot. The second one is an advisor. This is what we're building. We're building an advisor. I'll show you an example later on of a tool, but all GPTs come in two flavors. They could be a tool that you give them some input, they do some output, like write my scripts for my content, summarize this meeting note, give me a quote for a lawn retouch. So basically generate a quote, generate a purchase order, something like that. Those are tools. Then you have advisor, business coach, life coach, therapist. Those are like the main flavors basically. Tool like summarizer or advisor. Yeah, so those are the two different flavors of custom GPTs that you can build. You're either building a tool that's something that does something really fast, or an advisor, and we're building an advisor. It's because this guy is going to advise on your life to give you life coaching, with a huge asterisk, and also because we all, at the end of the day, you should technically be talking to your ChatGPT. What's up, Richard? Good to see you. You should be talking to your ChatGPT almost pretty much daily, because your custom GPT is going to knows a lot about you, because all AI does is two things. Two things. I know, John, what's with the twos? I don't know. Two things that AI does. All AI, every single AI tool does only one of two things. Number one, increase productivity. It does a task or job faster. It helps you go from blank page to something to work with super fast than trying to do it manually. That's increase in productivity. Two, not three. That's increase in productivity. Second is helps you make better decisions. That's the second thing. So one, increase productivity, help you get to the goal faster. Or two, help you make better decisions. That's what custom GPTs, or that's what all AI tools do fundamentally. Dr. C's like, I'm an activist, so I want to build a custom GPT to help union reps. Imagine having a custom GPT that is a sole expert in everything that you could put inside of its brain. Let's check that out. So know that I have a couple sections here. I have role, which is what's its purpose? Like, who are you? Like, it has to be a persona. It has to be like a coach, a doctor, a lawyer, some persona, something to act as in. So right now it's acting as a balanced life coach. It's going to be a part parent, business coach, and also personal development coach. What's up, mompreneur? Good to see you. This coach's mission is to help the user clarify your goals, design their ideal day, plan their week effectively, track their progress throughout the feedback. We could add some knowledge files if we want, which will probably later. Behavior. Should ask the 7 starter questions. Use the answers to design the perfect day and offer a weekly plan guidance. Perfect. So basically, because there's a lot of chaos that you got to figure out, what do I got to do? What's all my tasks and stuff? This GPT is going to help you, and it's going to know your 1, 5, and 10-year goals. So it's actually going to work in your best interest to help you reach your goals. I know all this crazy talk about AI taking over the world. No, this is a good GPT that will actually help you as long as you use it and you prompt it correctly too. So it's going to go through all these different things. What are those 7 questions? Oh, what's your 1-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal? What's your ideal day look like? What does a fulfilled week look like? What's your current biggest time waster or distraction? What habits or routines do you want to rebuild this year? Those are the 7 questions. So I'm going to take this. Okay, cool. So now, all we did was use a regular chat conversation, nothing fancy, regular chat conversation. We asked it to write in Markdown and give us a custom GPT brain. That's all we did. Step 1. I'm now going to copy this custom GPT. Copy. I'm going to go over to ChatGPT, custom GPTs. You can only do this step if you're on the paid plan. Go to create a custom GPT. You can only see this button if you're on the paid custom GPT plan, which is like $20 a month. I'm not going to rewrite anything. I'm just going to paste all that text. I'm not even going to rewrite it. That's all. Now what ChatGPT is going to do is going to fill out the form for our custom GPT. So that's going to be on the next side. So we're just kind of giving it a second to kind of fill it out. It only does 3 things. It fills it out, gives you a picture. Let's say yes, and then gives it like a title. That's all. That's all the create form process does. All it does is fill out the form on the configure side. That's all it does. Do you have to be on a laptop or desktop to create custom GPTs? That's a great question, Mompreneur. I highly recommend, no matter what, default everything to a laptop or desktop, honestly. Desktop, laptop, honestly, because a lot of these things, you're going to have a much better experience on the computer. But then if you're out and about and stuff like that, for sure, it's just the creating part. It would be better to use a desktop rather. But once you create the custom GPT, you could be standing in line in Starbucks, and then you could just talk to your custom GPT on your phone. Very easy with headphones, almost like you have a phone call. So I highly recommend it. So all we're doing. So now if I did it freeze? I think it froze. Everyone's on ChatGPT right now because it's almost 5 o'clock. So people are like, oh, I got to get my work done. Hey, they're giving everyone right now, 5 o'clock is giving all their work to ChatGPT. I know we're on different time zones. Everyone is trying to give ChatGPT work right now. So you guys are hogging up the demo. So I can't show you finishing the custom GPT lesson because you guys are hogging it all up. Cool. It worked. Okay, cool. We're here. Just kidding. Okay, so custom GPT is like filling out a form. If you could fill out a form, you could build a custom GPT. That is a superpower. You don't have to learn any coding. So congratulations for living in the future. So we're going to give it a name. Say, hey, your name is a life coach GPT. Description, you're a structured, supportive life coach for planning, habits, and weekly reflection. And then instructions. Now, here's a pro tip. Here's a pro tip. Here's a pro tip. You guys ready for a pro tip? Because we pasted our information in this tab and it filled it out, it didn't fill it out. It basically summarized our awesome prompt. This is very important. It summarized our awesome prompt that we made in the previous window, basically. So that's why you're going to delete everything in the middle. Just delete it all and paste again. This is our actual nice made prompt. Speaking of which, actually, you're just going to go delete this. So then we got a role. What's its purpose? Who's this persona? Knowledge file. Does it know any knowledge files? Like, we should probably add some really good books in here too if I want to add these books. If you're in the community, you know how to get free unlimited books. Congratulations. And then files. We're not going to need files for right now, so we could just delete this part in the brain. Behavior. So it starts with the 7 questions. Answers. Its goal is trying to help you create the perfect day. And then here's the 7 questions. You can also take a screenshot of this. Don't worry. What's your 1 year, 5 year, 10-year goals? Nicely. Weekend planning. Every Sunday, Monday, GPT will ask what are your top 3 goals. Nice. Output. Nice. Daily plan. Cool. What are your intention? Your 3 priorities. Cool. Looking good. Looking good. All of this, and notice how it's all formatted. Nicely formatted. ChatGPT wrote all this. We didn't have to write a single line of the brain for our custom GPT. ChatGPT did all of the work. That's the great thing is, your computer finally crashed. Deciding on options. Mompreneur, you need to go Mac shopping. Just buy a Mac. They're super cheap now. Like, basically, it's like, trust. There's a reason why everyone, I will I will motivate everyone to buy a Mac, especially when it comes with AI. Like, for sure, default, get a Mac. Cannot stress it enough. So now it knows all of that information. I could give it some conversation starters like help me plan my week, let's plan my day, review my day's performance, keep me accountable. We'll just take that one out. I'm gonna ignore files for right now, but just know that if you wanted to add extra files like basically PDF books, then you would upload them here. Why not HP? Why not? Because I don't know. No preference. I don't know why I removed basically. You're like, I had a Mac that I love. Oh, let's have a moment of silence for the Mac. Moment of silence. Okay, we're back. So, yay. But now you get to go shopping. The new Macs are really nice now. You could default. This is cool. This is new. You could change the model that you want. This is basically determines how smart is your custom GPT. Like, does it need critical thinking? Then you're going to use like an O3. If it just needs to like respond and be basic, a 4.1 or even 4.0 would do just fine too. So choose. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to say no recommended. Do you want your custom GPT to have superpowers like search the web, create canvas? I don't like Canvas. Canvas is like mompreneur. She's like moment of silence. Well, when a fellow soldier, when we lose one, we take a moment. We'll take a knee. Get the magic smoke. So Canvas is like a text editor. It's like a document editor inside of ChatGPT. I really don't like it, so I uncheck it. That's why. Web search, yes, and then image generation for sure as well. If you want to create images, for sure do code interpreter. We don't need images for this, just web search and code interpreter. There's pretty much the top two things. And now, just for the basic level, we're going to click create. This is if you want anyone to make it public, so that anyone, I'm going to say this is just for me. If you're in the community, I'm going to give you guys access to this, so congratulations. If you're in the community, you'll get this custom GPT all built. So now, yeah, it's like Dr. C's like, I don't like Canvas. It's stupid. You should technically just be using Notion, honestly. That's why. So from here, now we have our awesome life coach GPT that we just created that I'm trying to find right now. I'm like, where'd he go? He's already escaping. He's already taking a day off. It's like, no, you can't take a day off. Life coach GPT. So that is step by step on a very basic level how to create a custom GPT. There are much more additional like pro tips that go along the way, how to get free books, how to password protect it, how to add a password to it, how to make it trigger automations like make.com, how to connect it to MCP. Like custom GPTs get pretty advanced, but what you can do with them is pretty actually advanced, honestly. These custom GPTs are like, they're a time saver. So now if I'm like, hey, help me plan my week, it's probably going to ask me my top 3 goals, make up answers as if entrepreneur. I'm just going to say, hey, just make up the answers for these. So say I'm talking now, I have my life coach GPT, and you can tell because he's right there, basically. And the life coach GPT, basically now, that's where you want to basically this feature really helps when you're using voice to text or the voice feature. Like once you're on the voice feature, like this feature right here. Hey, ChatGPT, I want you to repeat my top 3 goals and give me 3 action items I have to do today to accomplish my goals.
Sure thing. Your top 3 goals for this week are 1. Finalize your pitch deck and investor outreach list. 2. Launch the landing page for your new product. 3. Book 5 discovery calls with potential clients. Now here are 3 action items for today to move those forward. 1. Polish and finalize the pitch deck. Block 2 focused hours this morning, no distractions. 2. Write and schedule an outreach email to at least 10 potential investors or warm contacts. 3. Draft the headline and
Cool.
messaging for the
So now it knows all that. So that is basically where you want to use ChatGPT on your phone, on your tablet, enable the voice feature, and now you have a custom GPT that is an advisor to help you as a life coach starting today. So highly recommend for everyone that has a ChatGPT account, create one that's a life coach starting today so that you can really leverage probably like having a superpower of like, imagine having a PhD expert that you can talk to about any topic, and ChatGPT is that. So if I had to give you guys just 2 tools to be super productive, the top 2 obviously would be GenSpark and then also ChatGPT. Those are just 2 of the tools that we just went through today so that you could be up to date. So I highly recommend just get started with those 2 tools, and that's going to get you super, super far ahead. Nice. How'd you guys like that? Learn something new? Have a new feel for custom GPTs? Was that too basic? Good to know. Because that way, because I want to at least show you guys demos. Dr. C's like, yay. Am's like, thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Cool beans. All right. I want to give you guys a special gift because I'm going to go take a break. So here is a special gift for just watching. I'm going to give you guys 50% off membership to the community because we have, if you like this, we have 24 courses on the best tools, and we meet 5 days a week with entrepreneurs in the community. So if you're serious about more networking with other entrepreneurs that are really doing this and pushing the boundaries, I highly recommend, if you want it, highly recommend join the community. And I'm going to give you guys a 50% off for your first month just to try it. So I'm going to update the website. Oh, is this open? Interesting. So here, nice. Because we have oh my god, there's so many courses that we have. We just launched a Midjourney, Canva, and Claude course. Those are now there, which is like actually real fun. So if you guys want to join, I highly recommend. There's 145 other entrepreneurs that you can learn AI as well too. All you have to do is click the link in my bio, in my profile image, and it takes you to my page, and you can get this 50% off. And I'm just going to set a 5-minute timer real quick. Say 5-minute timer. Because it's only if you're serious. If you're not, and you're like, no, John, AI is not going to, I don't need to learn AI. I'm okay. Like, trust, having AI skills is going to save you 10 to 20 hours a week. It's going to be such a time saving. But yeah, do you guys, what questions do you have in the chat? And that's what I recommend, because these are just some of the tools that we went through. The difference between the people that are really making money with AI is the ones that know, or that are making money with AI, know how to use all the different tools. They're not just in ChatGPT. They're not just in GenSpark. They know which tool to use to create whatever their product or service is. That's their game. That is the biggest thing right there. But I highly recommend. So if you can afford a subscription, go with GenSpark. If you can't afford a little more, GenSpark and ChatGPT are great. If you're tight on your budget, then just go with Cider. It's $10 a month. I would definitely recommend Cider because it's like, it helps. So Cider helps you with all sorts of writing. It's like having a personal AI assistant. That's Cider, SIDER. Cider's like having a little personal AI assistant that's always available. But the great thing about it is that if you ever want to summon Cider, he just pops out of the window. This is Cider. So Cider gives you access to all of the models. You've got your Claude, your Gemini, your DeepSeek, your Kimi, your ChatGPT, your Grok. So you get access to all of the models. And then you could do a lot of cool features. You could chat with PDF, you could do deep searching. And Cider is only it's only $10 a month. So if you want like a most affordable one that gives you access to like all the best tools, Cider would definitely be one of them. And the main difference is you want to think about it is this is like having a Swiss Army knife. Each of these tools can do something amazing, save you a ton of time, automate your work, automate your life, streamline your work, save you 10, 20 hours a week so you're working smarter, not harder. So that's where basically you want to learn, at least have an overview of which is the right tool so that you're not just stuck in one tool with trying to get everything done with like ChatGPT while everyone's building apps and we're doing reports and having AI agents do their work and you're like, wait a minute, ChatGPT doesn't do that. Appreciate it, Dr. C. Highly recommend it. Nice. And then we used a ton of these basically. And each one does quite a few different things. But the main thing is we're just going to teach you GenSpark starting off. Like, we're going to get you really good with GenSpark and Notion as like the top two tools in that. I would say, honestly, if you really want to know, honestly, priority, Notion is your number one priority. Before you touch AI, you have to learn Notion. See, this is why it's important. Is it better to pay for ChatGPT and then drop that for GenSpark because free ChatGPTs are good? Yeah, so for Devin, if you're not using, like, you have a bunch of custom GPTs that you're like depend on, for example, then you could just downgrade to the free plan for ChatGPT and go right over the GenSpark. And then if you want, let me give you guys a special code. You guys want another gift? I will give you guys 1,000 free credits for GenSpark. You're like, what? 1,000 free credits for GenSpark? Yes. You get 1,000, I get 1,000. It's an affiliate link. That way, now let me think of like what's the best way to give it to you guys. I think that will work. Okay, cool. So here is, I don't know is that the best way to take a screenshot? Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. That is 1,000 free credits in GenSpark, and you get 1,000 and I get 1,000 for referring. So it's an affiliate link. That way, when you get started with GenSpark, you get 1,000 free credits, and you're like, oh my God, John, I need more. Trust, you're not gonna burn through the 10,000 credits. And then with GenSpark, because now GenSpark has everything. There's your ChatGPT, but they give you access to like all, like, if you guys didn't know, like GenSpark gives you access to all of the models. Like, there's your ChatGPT, your Claude, your Gemini, your DeepSeek, your Grok. All of this is included in your plan in GenSpark, yeah. Because GenSpark is smart. GenSpark says, I don't want to compete with ChatGPT. GenSpark says, I'm going to go create a connection to the best AI tools so that when they get better, I get better. And I don't have to use any or like invest in any of the R&D. Does that help, Nightingale? I think Nightingale. Take a screenshot. There we go. Nice. Cool. So, and it does that for images, for videos. Like, no, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. So when GenSpark does images, let's see, is this image? Yeah. You get access to all the different, can you type the link? I don't know if it's going to pay. I'll give it to you guys. I'm going to get a strike for it. Okay, I got to do this fast. I'm going to give it to you in a QR code. But you guys got to be fast. You ready? Everyone get ready. I'm going to give you a QR code. It's going to be for that GenSpark link, but you got to go fast. Okay, ready? 5, 4, because if I don't, TikTok will get mad. 3, 2, 1. Take a screenshot, 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 take a screenshot. Okay, that's it. I can't. That's all I can show. I don't want TikTok to give me a violation for getting people off platform. It's like, no, I'm just trying to give you guys the free sauce. So this is all the image tools that come inside of a GenSpark subscription that you guys could burn 1,000 credits for free. They don't have a free plan though. Just keep in mind that GenSpark doesn't have a free plan, but GenSpark will give you much more like output of like capabilities than like ChatGPT will, for example. Will GenSpark pull over your previous ChatGPT conversation? That's a great need. Unfortunately, no, Mompreneur. Technically, all your conversations you could save in a Notion database, and you can kind of link that Notion database to GenSpark, kind of technically. But no, GenSpark doesn't pull over your previous. There are trade-offs because ChatGPT. Now, GenSpark, they're still always adding more stuff. But for ChatGPT, like, you have your memory, you have custom GPTs, you have the voice feature. Those features just aren't in GenSpark, but there's a lot of other trade-off that you get. You get video, you get image, you get a much smarter AI tool. Plus, you also get I think they're called playgrounds. I haven't seen like an official name for them, but they're basically called playgrounds. And this is what a playground is. Let me show you guys. Claude has this. Claude calls it an artifact. Save conversations in for Notion. Yep, should always save your stuff in Notion. So these right here, I've heard they're called artifacts. I've heard they're called playgrounds. Whatever, really doesn't matter. This window right here, what it does is, this is some feature like ChatGPT can't do this. It will write code to then get rendered like a browser. Like that's how it builds apps. That's how it builds presentations. That's how it does all of that. Basically, it just bluntly brute force writes the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. You don't have to know the code. You don't have to know the code. Don't worry. Don't have to know coding. But that's what, at least so what GenSpark does that ChatGPT can't do. Just to kind of like show you guys things that ChatGPT could do versus GenSpark can't do. Nice. Cool beans. All right, timer's up. Last call. Anyone want to last call for 50% off your first month inside the AI community? Once the live stream is over, I'm going to take this down. So if you found this valuable and you want 5 days a week live events, networking with 145 other entrepreneurs, courses on the 24 best AI tools, tech support, coaching, mentorship, and all the resources you need to stay up to date with AI, link in the bio gets you to the website. And then right there is 50% off. Last call before I take this promotion away. Last call. Cool beans. Going away. We learned a ton today. So main thing is just try and that's always the $1 million question. Try and stay up to date with AI. It's simpletechskills.com. So that's basically, let me get you the actual website. Wait for it. Sorry, it's like saving and loading right now. It's like, oh, I'm using lead pages for the website. Super easy. Cool. So the website, but also it's the only link in the bio as well too. So highly recommend sign up. Cool beans. I will see you guys in the next live stream. Hope you guys learned something new. Follow me for I go live every day. Teach you guys AI so you guys can stay up to date. Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. Hope you guys are using AI. You're going to use GenSpark for sure. You're going to start using Cider. So these are cheat codes. Cheat codes that start using them before your competitors do. Do not tell your boss you have these tools. This is our little secret. I'm giving you guys the best tools. I want you guys to crush it using AI. AI has so much good for it to do. So I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Have a blessed day. Talk later. Bye.